What did you see in those 15 minutes?
Yeah, he was good. Like he for the block of time that he would have taken off to come into a really fast, high event, quick game. I was real happy with the way he jumped in.
And we'll go next to Jason Bell from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Paul. We kind of asked a question to some of your guys about the 7-11 situation and whether that can maybe be attributed to a confusing start. Maybe enlighten me on why that you think that maybe wasn't the case.
Yeah, I think it had nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, it might have been the saving grace for the game. From a forward perspective, our D had a tough time. They put an awful lot of pressure on those guys, but we were sluggish clearly to start this game, and then got markedly stronger as the game went on. I thought our forwards got into it, and I think that might have something to do with it. It's something our defense really couldn't do, get into any quickness or rhythm of the game. So I liked it.
We'll go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Paul. Similar pattern to this game as the first and third games you played against Ottawa so far this year. What's made you the better of these two teams the deeper you get into these games?
So the first one's coming off back-to-back from Toronto to Ottawa. Didn't feel that way necessarily in the third. I thought that, so I wouldn't have the third game, Sean, like the first or this one. This was the best period that they had played against us in terms of some real danger and us really struggling. Thought they got the jump on us in the first game, but you can kind of understand that off back-to-back. And you know what? You need to watch Ottawa play, regularly to fully appreciate their game. They play real hard, real fast, and they're a good team. They're tough out. So you have to stay in the game. You have to stay in the fight. So our goaltender was outstanding in the first period tonight, and we weren't. And then we got better.
We'll go next to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Paul, how did you think Paul Stastny adjusted to the role in the wing, and what made him the best option for that at this point?
Yeah, you know what? I like that an awful lot. I thought it gave us. I thought that especially against that team, the way they forecheck and the way they pressure the puck, he made some really nice outs along the walls. He's got such good hands. That was. I don't know if it was his best game with us since he's been back, because he's played pretty well, but it was a really good game for him. So he's a very, very bright man, and reads the play exceptionally well, can make a lot of those clean outlet passes. He was, I think he might have been our best player tonight, beside our goaltender, who was exceptional, but really happy with Paul's game there.
We'll go next to Murat Tatesh from The Athletic. Go ahead, Murat.
Paul, I'm doing my best to paraphrase Paul on this one, but he said that part of the transition was sometimes forwards maybe being a little bit hopeful and going up the ice a bit too soon, and then things looked better when the group was playing tighter. So I hope I did him justice with that. But how do you attribute kind of the zone exit struggles and then them kind of getting a little bit better as the game went on?
Because we were horseshit, Murat, early in the game. We beat the puck to death, and we were slow to our players. So that's not a good recipe. And then we just got faster and sharper and quicker. It's a legitimate question, but we're going to put a dress on this one. We weren't a very good hockey team in the first, and they earned everything they got. They were very, very good. And then we got a little quicker.
And final question to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Well, how would you describe the start for Neil Pionk to this year?
Yeah, so I thought that Neil now is back to form to where he played the second half of last year. Now he's starting to jump into holes. His quickness is back. He's been a good player for us. I think that he and Forbert complement each other in their skill set very, very well. But Neil is looking sharp.